Joined now by the joyous, the elaborate, the elusive head coach J.W. Kieckhefer.
Elusive. I'm not quite sure I'm that fast anymore, but I can try. I can try, Peter.
Chandler North, Peter Ferrari, head coach J.W. Kieckhefer. Coach, just talk me through the feel of that contest. It's one of the most exciting ones we've broadcast up here in the past few years. It had the heavyweight feel. It lived up to it. And sets 1, 2, and 4 was Carthage College volleyball.
Yeah, we've been absolutely chasing our brand of volleyball for a while, and what we know we can achieve as a group for a while. Just absolutely chasing it. We know what it should feel like. We know what we can achieve. We know what it should look like, and we've just been behind a little bit all season long. We haven't been able to put a full match together all season and just been grinding our way through it and talking about our communication styles and talking about the style of play we want to play, talking about our serve reception, and just so much work has gone into building this match today and how we played all match today. Just Carthage volleyball. That is who we are today, is who we are as a group. The defensive effort, the block touches, the service pressure, and the middles were absolutely outstanding today, and we finally found those guys out of the middle of the court. So just really proud of this group. You know, Ruben and Hudson were unbelievable there in the middle. Ryan Bartz took some massive swings on the pin all match long. Owen Hendricks is just a rock in 6, and his ability to pass the ball, it changes matches. And I thought Ryan Morey just did a really good job of distributing the ball and finding the Carthage offense on the net, middle bick. Just kept them guessing all night long with the serve receive, and Austin Mallory was a rock back there in serve receive as well. So, just proud. We finally put it together. It's a good feeling for sure. You called it, Peter.
Yeah, I think, Coach, thanks for joining us here. And
thank you, Chandler. It's impressive. I'm excited to see you here. We got to get you here more often, big guy.
Yeah, sign me up. So I'm curious. You talk about the Carthage brand of volleyball, and I think from the coaching perspective, I love a couple of things that you did. So subbing in Eric Stover in row 1 after Ham had gone on a service, not giving him a chance, and then the role of the bench and the role that they play from an energy perspective. I think it took forever for Cal Lutheran to feel comfortable in your gym. Tell me about the role that the bench plays from an energy and a tactics perspective.
Yeah, I think we hadn't used Stover all night, and to get him in a big moment and him to find the ball finds him, he takes a big rip. That's confidence, and again, that's Carthage volleyball. Like, you're talking about the bench giving our group energy, and I think that's another thing we've been working on this year is how the bench can create momentum for our team on the court, how the bench can find solutions for the team on the court, and how we can properly communicate in those spaces. And I think we struggled early in the year about how the bench can find that positivity for the group and the solutions for the group and how we can communicate back. We had some struggles and some timeouts about how to work them and how to make sure we're going to get better. So that's just a lot of work from our group and a lot of conversations from our group and how we want this to look this year. Different eras of different teams, right? And the system and the style of play is what we were looking for and chasing for. But really, at the end of the day, it's your ability as a group to come together as a unit and fight together from 1 to 23. Everybody has an impact on this team, and you can really feel that with the bench energy and how much energy they give our group with the different cheers they have. And I was back there a couple of times after some aces, and they're jumping around me half the time. The energy they bring for this group, but the volleyball. Both skill they bring when they get in the court. We use a lot of guys today, both Eric Stover and Cooper Cantwell and Joe Kolwitz and Ethan Sprague. Like, so many guys off the bench today to go try to make plays. And their ability to go make plays in big moments is key. I think Cooper Cantwell got a big block touch there in set 4. We didn't turn it, but we got a great block touch. Our ability to do that, but then most importantly, our ability with the culture to run this place and run a match and to keep the vibes high. And Austin Mallory said in the locker room there, he said, this is the first time all year where somebody made a kill and we didn't blink. We came back together and we found a way to side out. We talked about siding out right away. We didn't argue about the last swing. We didn't talk about what we could have done the last swing. We're back in the center circle talking about that next side out point. That just takes growth from a different era of team than we've had so far.
Yeah, I was very impressed with the response, the maturity that came through the situation. I think you're talking about a lot of those same things, and I got to ask, so the end of that third set was crazy.
Yeah.
You never see cards fly like that. It seemed to escalate really fast, but you know who responded really well? Look at the scoreboard to start set 4.
Yeah.
What was said in that huddle in between sets 3 and set 4, and what came together to make that response?
First of all, you talked about Ham going on a service run in set 3. That's I made a bad call there. I thought they hadn't served in row 5 ever, so I thought by starting in row 2, we would be able to not have row 2 into their row 5. And then he went to row 5 for the first time all year and kind of caught us off guard. So we can't go behind 05 there in set 3, and I think that's really just it. Is we were behind the 8 ball the entire set. They actually got their middles going a little bit in set 3. Got us jumping a little bit in the middle there late set. We had kind of caught us guessing. And so we were behind a little bit, and we started to make that run. Like we talk about Carthage brand and the way we play with our culture and our style and our energy and effort, and we just slowly chipped away at that lead until we got late. We had a chance. It was a little chippy all match. I don't think that. I think it was building to that moment more than anything. But yeah, Ryan's got to keep it on our side of the net and not go to the net there. That's on us to be better. Don't want to ever have physical contact, so I'm glad that both sides separated. And he's a good kid. I know that kid pretty well. So it's just a temper's escalating. He's not a bad kid. And then going into 4, just like let's not get stuck in rotation 2 when he's on the line. Mm-hmm. That's primary, the first thing we got to do. And Ryan Bartz was the one that got pushed. So he had a little bit extra energy, I think, to go make a play and get the run going.
His first service run right away. All of them going at Gonzalez, but like aggressive, intentional,
in the seam too.
Like with pace, with action, like
and right
very
out of
effective.
there, and right out of there, Joe Kolitz goes in to serve for Ruben Emmerich and makes a 2 or 3 point run too to get us to like 10-2, right?
Yep,
and
huge.
So it's both Bart's energy to go end the match after that altercation there and wanted to make up for his poor decision. And then it's Joe Kolitz coming off the bench and being the captain of this team, the leader of this team, to go find a way.
Yeah.
Ruben Emmerich won us set 4 against Illinois Wesleyan on Thursday with his service pressure. We were down late. He rips off 5 straight points and he wins us that match. He has a poor serving night tonight. He couldn't put a bunch in, so we go to Joe there, and Joe rips a run in set 4. To lead this team to another big lead. So it's both Bart's response and the response to this group, but also the guys on the bench to go make plays too.
Yeah, great stuff.
Overall, how do you take this, build on the momentum of today to carry on for the next few weeks? Because there is really a chance that this team has shown not just the flashes, but a consistent 3-set output today to take you for the rest of the year.
Yeah, like I said, we've been chasing the style, we've been chasing the energy, the effort, the camaraderie, the culture. We've been chasing it, and this is a great group of kids, and they're one of the most talented teams I've ever had, and they're the closest I think we've ever had, to be honest with you. And so the way they put their heads down and work to go find something elite is pretty awesome. I'm really proud of them. And it's at the right time, right? We're about to go step into conference play. So there couldn't be a better time to go find and feel great about what you're doing, have the great energy. So now all these matches, obviously they matter. We're trying to go win an NCAA tournament. We're trying to go win a national championship, right? So all these non-conference games sets us up for the seeding at the end of the year. They matter. Our strength of schedule matters. How many teams we played in the top 10 matters, right? But at the end of the day, you got to go win your conference to get in. You want to make sure you control your destiny in that space. And so to find this level of volleyball at the perfect time going into CCIW play, we already got one under our belt, but to go right to CCIW play feeling great, to feel like we have Carthage volleyball found. And I told these guys, like, 420 is a Carthage, like we can hit 420, we can hit 410. This team, this culture, this group can hit 410. The goal now is to build upon 410 and hit 500.
Yeah.
Like if we can do that against the top 14 in the country, right, hit 410, we can go hit 500 against teams in our conference if we go believe in that and continue to refine what we're doing. And I think that's what we got to do is build on this day, right? Always build small momentum going forward, and the ability to go hit 500 is real out there, I think, for this group if we go buckle down and do our stuff on our side of the net.
Coach, congratulations. One of the biggest wins here at home this season. Best of luck in the upcoming games. We'll see you soon.
Yeah. Thanks,
go get him, Coach.
Appreciate it, Chandler. Thank you, Peter.
Again, that's head coach J.W. Kieckhefer. Chandler, before we wrap it up, put a bow on it and get ready for the next one. Your final thoughts on what Coach had to say about the output for Carthage over Cal Lutheran?
Yeah, I'm just so impressed with how he runs the program. I mean, talks about the team, the togetherness, the maturity, the response, the energy. Like, it all matters. Every last detail matters, and he's on it. He's at the lead. He makes sure everyone's working together to find solutions, stay positive, address challenges that come up. And there's always seemed to be just like a step ahead. So by the rotation matchup, you could tell he knows his X's and O's to set up his players in the best possible way for each matchup across the net. Just very impressed with the output today, but his lead on the program.
Yeah. Let's take a look at the